Hello and welcome to my first RPG Paper Maker tutorial. Today we're doing custom tile sets. So first you want to open the database and go to the Tilesets tab. Then you can see when you click on here all the tile sets you have in your project. When you open this folder, you get to see all the tile sets that are already pre-made, and you can copy them in a different folder and then customize them for your own game. So I copied this one over and I opened it in my personal pixel art program of choice. Now you can just open it and edit it whatever way you want and then put that back in your project. Of course, you can also delete everything and just make everything your own, or just customize what is already there. The other thing to keep in mind is that these tile sets are block based. So each block is about 16 on 16 pixels, which is important to keep in mind when you make these sprites, as if they don't fit this measurement, then they won't work properly in your game. Now, let's get back into it. And here we will copy and paste our new map, our new tile set into the project in this folder specifically. For this, I used one that I designed myself, and you can see it shows up here when you click refresh. Now to put it in your project, you need to click the arrow and click OK. Now before we can use it, we need to create a new tile set. You can give it whatever name you want. And then we click on the picture again and choose the tile set that we want to use. Another important aspect of this is of course collisions. You can add them by clicking here with the left mouse button or click right to delete them. Now we can use this tile set in our game. Let's right click on planes, choose a new map, and in the tile set we would choose the new map that we just created. Now you can see the new tile set on the left and you can choose what you want to use. I just took some of the sprites that I designed, put it on the map so you can see what that process may look like. And then shortly we will go into the game and look at it more closely. For this I'm going to right click and define the hero on this map. So when we start, we will start on this map. And here you can see the customized map that you could potentially make. That way you can be very creative about the looks of your game. Don't forget to save. Additionally, you can make much bigger pixel size artworks for this tile sets. Mine, for example, that I use is 512 and 512. This is what I use when it gets bigger than the standard size. And then when you're done with all the stuff that you want to add on it, you can just trim it and put that in your game. And as long as the positioning is the same, you can also just on that map switch to that bigger size, because it won't move the objects in your tile set. Now I copy it and pasted this bigger tile set in here so you can see what that looks like in the engine. Let's put that in our project again. We also made a new tile set for that. I didn't bother with collisions right now because it's not necessary for the tutorial. And let's make a new map with this new tile set. And here you can see that you got all the stuff and you can move the bars to find all of your other object designs. And again, I used what we have here to demonstrate that it all works. You just left click and hold, and then you put it over onto your map. I was a little bit irritated because I saw that there was a little bit of a pixel overlay with the tent and the bear design that I made. I've got to fix that later. This is for my first RPG that I'm working on currently, this tile set. So again, we define as the hero, we test it, and see if everything works. Also, for the purpose of this, I'm recording this without my VTuber so you can see the full screen. Alright. Also, when it comes to the shadows, when you make the map, you can click on the box that says sunlight to remove that if you don't want to have those shadows in your game. Now, this is a map that I'm working on for my first RPG, and I customized a lot of pixelated designs for this. And here you can see I did use some stuff from the basic tile set just as a placeholder, but you can also see some of my own designs as well as animated water, which I will cover in a different video. You can see the lanterns that I made, some grass designs. That grass over there was a wall design. I'm gonna cover walls in a different video. And yeah, like this you can make custom tile sets for your RPG Paper Maker game. Thank you so much for watching.